Week 11, yay! Okay, this week you are submitting the final draft for part 3 on Monday, November 22nd. It is 50 points, and just as a reminder, it is the last part of the research. So remember to combine all 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3 in one essay. It'll be roughly 10 to 11 pages. Not including the works cited page. With the works cited page, it'll be about 11 to 12 pages. So please make sure you go back and review the instructions for part 3 of this essay. You've done a lot of work on it. The next assignment is a quiz on pronouns. Pronouns replace nouns like he, she, it, they, them, us, our, so on and so forth. So please look at the information here and take the quiz. The next portion is the evaluation. It will not open until November 24th. So work on that. And then we go into the personal essay. So this is the last essay that you will write for the semester. This is an easier essay than the research essay that we have been writing. It is 750 plus words. I will go up to 1,000 words for the essay. I don't want too much more than that, as I do need to grade them week 14 and get your final grades in on time. So the personal essay, I just want to make sure it is not research. So you will put in MLA format, but you will not have a works cited page. Okay, it's not required unless you use a resource in your personal essay, which you possibly could, a scripture or some other source to get to the point of what you want to talk about. So things to keep in mind about the personal essay: it can originate from your own life, or it can come from the writer making observations about life around him or her. It is not a story. It's not a narrative of something that happened in your life, so to speak. It is more of an insight into your life. So let's say a story can surround the insight. So for example, let's say you had a terrible accident that taught you how to be patient and to rely on the Lord in your healing process. Or let's say there was another life lesson that you learned, and there's many different lessons that you learn from there. It can be serious or it can be humorous, but it wrestles with questions in life. Okay, there's not simplistic answers to this. It is reflective. It's meant to be about a past experience, something that you are reflecting on, that you go deep into thought about. Okay, and again, it is not research driven, but you may include outside sources as necessary, and they're informally referenced in the text of the essay. And then your rubric is right here. So please read over those instructions. The other thing, essay tips, writing a personal essay, BYU Studies. So you'll click on that. It will pop up in, oh yeah, that's right. It's in a PDF document. Please read over this. It has great information in here on what a personal essay is and is not. It also talks about the basic structure of the personal essay, talks about horizontal versus vertical movement and what the differences are in those. The beginning and ending of the essay, you can do a wraparound or what we call a circle back portion of the essay. Show rather than tell. You're going to have another assignment on this because this is very important. You want to show people what's going on so they are drawn into your experience and can sense what is going on. So using your 5 senses is very important when you are showing somebody what is going on and filling in those details. Details are very important in this part of the essay. Otherwise, if you don't fill in the details, then your audience is left to wonder what's going on. Use conflict rather than crisis. Anytime you have a conflict, there's typically some kind of solution there. So want to make sure that your focus on the conflict and not the crisis or the emergency of the situation. Also, the focus of your essay, make sure that it's not too broad, that it's narrow enough. You're not putting in too many stories. There's a single theme that runs throughout your particular essay. And then give a reader a gift, and have them enjoy this essay. You will need to keep in mind that some of your peers will be reading this essay, and you can get as personal or not as personal as you like in this, but it is about writing about something that you've learned a lesson or of some sort, okay? Something to deep and reflect upon deeper. Brainstorming list. You will watch this video on writing in chunks, and then you will brainstorm what you might write about for your personal essay. This is going to be kind of a messy brainstorm. Anytime you brainstorm, you're just writing down the ideas. Again, watch the video. It's very clear on the instructions in the video. The next part is writing chunks. You want to go and writing tool number 13, which is right here. And this is where it's talking about the ladder of abstraction. So down towards the bottom of the ladder, it sits on hard concrete. And so that the details are more concrete. There's something that you could feel, you could smell, you could feel, touch, you could see it, you can hear it. Okay, that's more concrete. Versus something that's abstract. It's gets you deeper into thought. For example, love is an abstract word. What is love? Well, it's different for different situations. Freedom is another abstract word. There's not this real definition for it, and it makes you think deeper. What is freedom? Versus a cup is very concrete. You can define a cup, its general uses, and things like that, okay? So that is very important to go over to understand what that is for your show and tell aspects of this assignment. So you're going to choose one of the events from the experiences from the list that you brainstorm in the last assignment, and then you're going to write a couple chunks and paragraphs to really show those concrete details and also to start going into the abstract, okay? It's that writing in chunks. This is a getting your writing process started, getting your brain to work to where you're going to work on writing this personal essay and really tell what went on, what were those deep insights, and things like that. Then you're going to have an annotated reading, Shooting an Elephant. And this is by George Orwell. He's actually one of my favorite writers. And you're going to take the writing tool, number 13, show and tell, and also the tutorial video. And you're going to go through this short story here, or this article, following these instructions here. So during reading, the bottom of the ladder, concrete, you're going to highlight those in one color, okay? And as you highlight, you're notating. Why is that concrete? What does it make you think of? Things like that. So when you go and you just highlight here, and you have the different colors, okay, over on this side. So then the next time that you highlight, or as you're highlighting and you're reading, the next color is going to be the abstract concepts, okay? And this is where he wants you to think deeper about the ideas and the concepts that are going on. And again, as you highlight, notate your thoughts. This is part of the critical reading skills that we're learning in this class. So making sure you're having questions, comments, so on and so forth, and connections with as you're highlighting and annotating this article. The next assignment, I need to leave this page, is your evaluation of me, okay? So you're going to go through and how did I do this semester? Did I help you be a disciple of Christ, like on the peer reviews and in the discussions? Did I bring in gospel topics? Did I teach you well, looking at the pillars of BYU Idaho? That is locked until November 19th, so you'll have access to it after that. But please work on getting that done. for the evaluation. And that is it for week 11. And we go into week 12. So hopefully you have a great week. This is Thanksgiving week. Just a reminder for Thanksgiving week that you have the 25th and 26th off. Okay, so all your assignments are either due the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, or the 27th. But the 25th and 26th is a Thanksgiving holiday that students and staff have off. So have a happy Thanksgiving, and we will chat throughout the week. And just as a reminder, I am out of town this week's house hunting, so I will have intermittent access to the internet, typically in the evening when I get back to the hotel. And I'll talk to y'all later.